guys that started meeting a couple of years ago and talking about apologetics and talking about doubt and talking about the answers that the Bible gives for life.
That maybe we didn't belong in a church because our questions were very raw, and maybe we asked certain people in the church and found that the answers weren't satisfying, so we went on 6 different journeys and experimented a bit and looked around for something that could answer what we were thinking and doubting and all the questions in our mind and in our hearts.
And I threw my Bible out the window. I literally opened up the window, threw it out. I got so angry at God, I would go to the Methodist church on Rhode Island Avenue and just yell at it at 2 a.m. just because, I don't know, I didn't know what else to do.
Somehow the 6 of us landed on the other side of our doubts into the Christian worldview again. In order to open myself up to actually be seen, I have to find security, and in that security I'll be able to really, be vulnerable and show people who I am. And we believe that the only place you can find that is in Christ.
I'm wrong all the time because I think I'm right. And man is like that. We're screwed up. And we're so screwed up that we don't even want God. Naturally, we don't want God. And the gospel is that God stepped in and rescued. That we could not get to him and we didn't want him. And our state as abnormal, our state as fallen, our state as sinful is such that we're just going to continue this way. And Christ coming here and Christ taking that nature on, he took on man's wrongness and he took on man's inaccuracy, inability, hopelessness. He took it on and he experienced what it's like to be every man. It says that he was touched with all of our infirmities. That on the cross, all of the grief of all of mankind throughout all human history, God took on himself. He felt that we were that important, and our doubts were that important. Like an atheist's doubts are important to God, and he came here to take it on. A person's sorrow is important to God, and he came here to take it on. Someone asked something about being in a church that had awful things, awful things happen to them, and how do they draw near to God? Well, that alienation that you feel because of men and their wrongness, even in church, God took it on. He experienced it for every man. And he represented man's wrongness and man's waywardness and man's hopelessness. He represented it before God on the cross. And he paid for their inaccuracies before God. And he became what man is before God. And on the cross, he paid for the inaccuracies and he made a way for us to be with God. And that is the story of the cross. That is the story of the gospel. That is why God came here.
And we really believe that it wasn't just a historical event, but that is something very personal for us that we actually believe affects our life in 2014.
We're going to college campuses to encourage people to question everything.
The average person with a dime at arm's length, he said behind the dime is 100,000 galaxies.
When 90% of what comes out of a person's mouth turns out to be lies, you wonder about the other 10% too. And I had to come to a place where I was going to decide whether I would let another human being decide what Christianity was, or whether I was going to evaluate the faith based on its core tenets.
So just recently, history is catching up with the Bible saying, oh, this guy existed, and there'll be a lot of trolls when you Google Christian facts, and no one trolls the Pilate stone because it's legitimate.
But their lives aren't really affecting me, right? So that's, like he said, felt meaning.
Hopefully we are co-laboring with your organization or a sister organization to get an event of some kind with a live question and answer. And we invite not just Christians from your group, but we want all people of every perspective and counter perspective to come and discuss their worldview with us. Open mic.
Just a shout out and a thank you to Navigators and to InterVarsity for hosting us here tonight. Thank you guys very much. We're only here because we asked them and they said yes. So we are hoping tonight is entertaining and challenging.
We show up and we give an open mic to anyone who has a real question, and we do our best to give a real answer. Totally free. We don't charge you a dime, and it's something so valuable to us that we're willing to sacrifice our time and our money and our energy to get to your campus and to make it happen. Please contact us with the information included in the packet we sent you, and we look forward to hearing from you. And let's give it a shot and see what God does.